Hello, soul loves. We are going to talk about the Scorpion full moon in Taurus and all the other big ass transits that are happening this week, what they're doing to the collective, what they're doing to you. I'll do a summary of it, what is going on in your individual sign, house, energy transmission, what your opportunities are, because that's what we do on this. So let's get into the deep dive of this energy. This Scorpio full moon occurs on the 12th, 13th, depending on where you're at, peaking at 22 degrees and 12 minutes. If you have fixed sign planets in Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, between 20 to 24, you're likely to feel this moon intensely. But we're all going to feel it, whether you have those or not, because it will touch the collective. The sun and moon are fixed signs, which prefer to be constant. They don't like to be poked at, moved, told what to do. Taurus and Scorpio both are fixed signs. And then we've got Uranus in the mix of all of this, which is the planet of freedom, disruption. It's conjunct the sun and opposition to the moon. This introduces restlessness, surprises, and sudden revelations. Scorpio is the sign where the moon falls, is associated with secrets, emotional depth. The moon is considered in its fall here. That means it doesn't like being there. It's less comfortable, more volatile, which, moon is emotions. So we got that going on. Ironically, Taurus opposes the moon from Taurus, which is also in its own fall. And Taurus, its own fault in Taurus, but exalted in Scorpio. So this creates a fascinating energy dynamic. So full moons always represents oppositions, accumulations of lunar cycles. They bring matters into the light, and this full moon is the counterpart of the April 27th Taurus new moon. I did a thing on that if you want to go back and watch it. That illumination has already was already complex involving Mars and Pluto and the traditional modern ruler of Scorpio. We're still in the wake of that stubborn energy, the intense energy, which brought deep desires for control, especially with Mars opposing Pluto, which is still active within 7 degrees. While Taurus is about personal resources, values, and stability, Scorpio rules shared resources, intimacy, investments, deeper emotional entanglements. This full moon highlights the tension between what we keep private or hidden, and what needs to come to surface. Uranus involvement makes it likely that secrets are buried or dynamics will be revealed. The moon is also conjunct the fixed star that I couldn't pronounce if my life saved depended on my life. Unukalhai, which is associated with mystics like Nostradamus. It amplifies the mystical revelation of the nature of this full moon. Scorpio's energy can provoke hidden plots or unveil secrets, especially when agitated by Uranus politically, personally, revelations are possible. From financial lens, Taurus represents everyday money, material resources. Scorpio governs investments, long-term wealth, property, shared resources, finances. These signs are activated and may see turbulence in the markets, especially given that Taurus The new moon was challenged by Mars and Pluto, and the tension may now reach a peak. Mars in Leo brings up pride and performative energy. Pluto in Uranus is detached and cerebral, strategic but emotionally distant. Mercury in Taurus, meanwhile, adds grounded tone, but under its pressure from both Mars and Pluto, can make communication more reactive and even aggressive. There may be impulsive decisions, especially financial or relationship ones, driven by impatience, ego, or pressure. This is not a time for rash spending or speaking without forethought. There's also a powerful T square involving Mercury, Mars, and Pluto. This creates a feeling of urgency, conflict, where control and ego may clash with logic or stability. It's essential to pause, ground yourself, make deliberate choices, even when everything feels emotionally charged. Subtle influence is the ongoing tension between Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter wants growth while Saturn wants restriction and demands structure. We square off again in June, but their current positions color this full moon with caution. We may be facing reality checks about our dreams, our finances, and our commitments. In terms of the house position, the moon falls in the second house in the universal chart of Greenwich, highlighting Taurus themes like value, money, and self-worth. The sun and Uranus are in the eighth house, Scorpio's domain, emphasizing transformation, intimacy, power, hidden dynamics. There's a fascinating reversal here. The moon is in Scorpio, but is in the Taurus house, and the sun is in Taurus, but in the Scorpio house. So this deepens the duality and asks us to examine our contradictions within our values and our relationships. So, what does this mean? We may need to confront control issues, possessiveness, or resistance to change. Fixed signs, especially Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, may find this especially hard, but it's potentially liberating. Scorpio is also known for resisting change until it absolutely can't anymore. And then when it does, its transformation is complete and irreversible. Uranus ensures anything false, controlling, or unstable will be shaken loose. There may be costs that we didn't expect, financial or emotional. We could be asked to let go of something we've clung to, a belief or a dynamic of a situation. This full moon offers clarity to do so, but not without discomfort. Collectively, the lunation could highlight shifts in financial sector, power struggle, revelations, politics, or business. Personally, we're invited to release attachments that are preventing our evolution. The best way to work with this moon, stay flexible. Reflect on what you're holding on to too tightly, whether it's a belief, a habit, or a relationship. Be open to surprising truths. Accept what needs to end. And above all, don't let the desire for control eclipse the opportunity for transformation, because the full moon illuminates what's ready to be released. And Scorpio doesn't release lightly, but when it does, it's a rebirth. The spiritual significance also going on this week is the Wesak Festival. This Scorpio full moon also aligns with the annual Wesak Festival, which is the full moon of Taurus, which honors the birth, highlighted enlightenment, death of Buddha. It's a sacred time that supports deep spiritual insight, compassion, and transformation. You may receive a download or a vision or an inner knowing that connects you with your next step of your soul path. So, this is not just another full moon. It's a turning point. It's a soul reckoning. It's an energetic rite of passage. What's ending may feel emotional, but it's making space for profound new version for you to emerge. You're being called to commit to a higher path, a new story, and more embodied truth. Let your emotional body be your compass. Trust what's dissolving and what's arriving before you, because you are becoming more of who you truly are. Okay, peeps, that's all of our all sign forecast. And no, it's not. We're getting ready to move into our all sign forecast. This is the third time I've recorded this. Yeah, the volume just wasn't there. So I will take this opportunity to like, share, subscribe if you haven't, do all those things so the YouTube monkeys will work for me because they have a mind of their own and they will follow what Simon says. Okay, here we go. I am Kimberly Crow. I am a Western astrologer using whole sign system for this energy analysis. So listen up to your big three. Your rising sign. It's the character that you play. It's what you came to rise to be, to integrate in this embodiment. You have to know your birth time to know that one. Your sun sign. It's the light that you reflect out to the world. It's your stage. It's your career. It's what's reflected back to you. It can be male authority figures in your lifehood, including your father. Your moon is your emotional IQ. It's how you want to be nurtured. It's how you nurture others. And it could be your mother in your chart. Aries, full moon, it's in your 8th house. It completes the cycle that started November the 1st. It's bringing attention to debts, taxes, inheritance, insurance, and all kinds of shared resources. You may pay off a loan, renegotiate partnerships, or face deeper emotional entanglements. Mercury square Pluto could stir tension around money, friends, shared resources, shared values. If a friend owes you money or trust is broken, it may be a time to confront it. Let this full moon be an opportunity to clear emotional baggage, process grief, or release unhealthy dynamics. Give yourself time to reflect on what must transform and move forward. So the fulcrum of energy for you will be emotional and financial entanglements. Your challenge, navigating trust and boundaries. Your opportunity, clear what's toxic, transform through truth. Your mantra, I am safe to release the past and reclaim my power. Taurus, full moon. It's in your 7th house of relationships. Something you began early in November, maybe dating, moving in together, or committing to a business partner, may now accumulate or shift. If the relationship is healthy, it could be marked the next step. If not, you may be seeking freedom or considering walking away. Mercury square Pluto may bring tension with bosses or clash between personal identity and career direction. You may make a bold move like quitting a job or renegotiating your life priorities. Speak your truth with care. Your need for stability in family may become your new focus. So the fulcrum of energy for you will be partnerships and relationship choices. Your challenge, balancing independence with commitment. Your opportunity, align with those who reflect your growth. Your mantra, I honor my truth in love and partnership. Gemini, this moon highlights your 6th house of health, work, routines, and pets. The project you started early in November may now reach completion. You may finally solve a lingering logistic problem, get a diagnosis, or begin healing. If a pet has been unwell, it may be a turning point. Mercury square Pluto suggests deep revelations around spirituality, mindset, or travel. Before you leap forward, new goals. Declutter your schedule and obligations. Organize your life so that your long-term vision has room to thrive. The fulcrum of energy for you is health, routine, and organization. Your challenge, mental burnout or chaos. Your opportunity, reclaim clarity and well-being through simplicity. Your mantra, I create space for healing and purposeful action. Cancer, this full moon illuminates your fifth house of pleasure, romance, creativity, and children. Something joyful that began last fall now comes to a full circle. You may deepen a relationship, let go of one that's running its course, or commit to a creative dream. You're being asked to prioritize joy and personal fulfillment. Mercury square Pluto may bring up power struggles with a friend or realizations about dependencies. Whether it's parenting, passion, or personal desire, this lumination calls for you to be honest about what truly lights you up and what drains you. The fulcrum of energy for you will be passion, joy, and creativity. Your challenge, guilt around choosing your own pleasure. Your opportunity, reclaim your right to thrive. Your mantra, joy is my birthright. I choose it now. Leo, there's a full moon in your fourth house of home, family, roots, and emotional security. Issues from past may rise for healing. Something you began around home or family in early November may now come to a completion. You may be moving, renegotiating family dynamics, or unpacking emotional baggage. Mercury square Pluto suggests career stress or intense conversations with a partner. This lumination may spark up deep re-evaluation of what truly feels safe and how that aligns with your professional and relationship world. Your fulcrum of energy, home safety, and emotional roots. Your challenge, balance and ambition with inner security. Your opportunity, anchor into what nourishes your soul. Your mantra, I am grounded in truth, love, and belonging. Virgo, this full moon activates your third house of communication, siblings, schedules, and daily rituals. You may finish a learning project, begin teaching, or launch something locally or digitally. I can't say that word. Conversations may feel intense as Mercury squares Pluto in your sixth house. Work or health situation may demand your honest boundaries. You're invited to declutter your calendar, focus your energy, and speak truthfully, even if it's uncomfortable. You're preparing for new birth ideas, so clear the path. The fulcrum of energy for you is clarity and communication in daily life. Your challenge, overthinking or overcommitting. Opportunity, speak your truth and simplicity. Your mantra, my words are clear, aligned, and powerful. Libra, this full moon lands in your second house of money, values, and self worth. Something that began November may now lead to major financial and self esteem shift. You might pay off a debt, make a big investment, or realize your needs aren't being met. Mercury square Pluto could stir some financial tension related to kids' creativity or romance. This illumination may trigger both financial reckoning and emotional reassessment of what you value. Align your dreams with resources needed to support them. Okay, your fulcrum of energy, money, self-worth, and personal priorities. Your challenge, navigating resources and emotional attachments. Your opportunity, empower yourself through value-based choices. Your mantra, I am worthy of stability, joy, and abundance. Scorpio, it's your full moon. It hits your first house of identity, body, and self expression. Transformation that began last fall now completes. You may change your appearance, realign your priorities, and end a chapter of your personal journey. Your rulers, Mars and Pluto's, are active, amplifying a need to assert yourself and release what's no longer working. Mercury square Pluto suggests intense conversations with partners or family. Let yourself be seen, even in your sensitivity. It's a rebirth moment. Your fulcrum of energy is self identity, personal rebirth. Your challenge, vulnerability, and emotional exposure. Your opportunity, rise stronger, clearer, and more embodied. Your mantra, I trust my transformation and honor my truth. Sagittarius, this full moon activates your 12th house of rest, dream, and the subconscious. You may uncover hidden blocks, complete a spiritual process, or retreat to replenish. Let what's been unspoken rise for healing. Mercury square Pluto suggests mental or workplace stress. Watch out for overwhelm or overcommitment. You're clearing space internally to create better structure in your daily life. Let go of guilt. Give yourself permission to rest, reset, and release. Your fulcrum of energy is inner healing and subconscious clearing. Your challenge, restlessness or emotional avoidance. Your opportunity, create space for deep release and spiritual renewal. Your mantra, stillness reveals the truth I need to grow. Capricorn, this full moon lights up your 11th house of community, friendships, and long term dreams. A collaboration or social connection that began in November may end or evolve. Financial or value conflicts may come to surface, especially if you've outgrown a group or a goal. Mercury square Pluto may bring tension around resources, romance, or children. Take time to examine where your time and money is best spent. Let go of what no longer supports your vision. The fulcrum of energy for you is dreams, community, and future alignment. Your challenge, misaligned connections or financial strain. Opportunity, choose collaborators and dreams that reflect who you're becoming. Your mantra, I release what no longer fits and move toward aligned vision. Aquarius, this full moon highlights your 10th house of career and public life. A professional development may accumulate, maybe a promotion, a shift in visibility, or career change. You may feel torn between home responsibilities and professional ambitions. Mercury square Pluto suggests tension between family dynamics and personal identities. Boundaries are key. If you're overextended, this lunation pushes you to speak up and find more authentic work-life balance. The fulcrum of energy for you is career and authentic leadership. Your challenge, balancing personal and professional pressures. Opportunity, redefine success in your terms. Your mantra, I lead with clarity, purpose, and balance. Pisces, this full moon lands in your 9th house of beliefs, education, and long distant journeys. Something you began early in November, like a course, a legal matter, or travel plan, may now reach completion. Mars in your 6th house draws attention to health and daily responsibilities, while Mercury square Pluto may stir obsessive thoughts or self-sabotaging beliefs. This is a moment to clarify your mindset, recommit to your vision, and release mental clutter. A new worldview is emerging. One rooted in spiritual truth and personal well-being. The fulcrum of energy is beliefs, truths, and visionary alignment. Your challenge, limited thoughts and information overload. Opportunity, shift your mindset to embrace expansive possibilities. Your mantra, my truth is clear and I grow through aligned wisdom. Okay, peeps, that concludes our awesome forecast with your mantras and your challenges and your opportunities. So, on a collective note, this Scorpion full moon is emotionally intense but rich with revelations. Honor what's rising without rushing resolution. Let what needs to transform surface, and sometimes your truth demands change. So breathe that energy in Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Release what no longer serves. In, out. You could use your fingers to do that. So now we're going to disconnect from that mind matrix that's out there. The one that we plugged into because we thought there were survival codes out there and all the wouldas and couldas and shouldas, and we held on to that. So unplug from that energy. It's a cord that goes from your third eye out into humanity's distorted matrix. So unplug from that. Bring all that energy back to you. This is your energy. It's part of your psychic awareness that's complete for you. Whoo, breathe that in and feel that energy. Connect to your inner authority, the truth of who you are, what you're here, what you incarnated for, your mission. Untangled from everybody else's. Breathe that in. Go into your sacred chamber and allow the allies to come and support you if you choose. The transformation that's here for you. Drop that all the way down through your whole central column into the heart of Earth herself, the crystalline core. Feel the love and support that she has for you to integrate during this time period, to bring this transformation forward. All this you've carried for eons of times. It's time to just let it go or let your wings spread. Ooh, this is like a rising phoenix moment that's preparing us for the new era. Breathe that in. Feel the love and support that's there for you. Thank you so much for incarnating in this time that we call now. May you be blessed by the light of your own reflection. This is Kimberly with Celestial Juju. Like, share, and do all those things. And remember, dance your funky dance. Be your funky self in this time we call now.